What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Yordenis Ugas, Manny Pacquiao, and the WBA. The World Boxing Association has decided not to strip Yordenis Ugas. He is the current super welterweight champion. He is the current welterweight super WBA champion. That's a big difference. And it was rumored that they were going to strip him and give it back to Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao lost it due to inactivity 2 years ago. The last time he fought was around this time in 19. And because of that, they elevated Yordenis Ugas to that championship, which that greatly pissed me off, but this greatly makes me feel better. So I do have to report it because this is positive news that the WBA decided to do. I feel Pacquiao is a guy that did his job. They made that happen because Yordenis Ugas deserves that opportunity, and for many, many reasons. There's an opportunity for Terrence Crawford now to get the other belt because he is also the WBL welterweight title holder. So that's an opportunity in the making right there. So everything will be even, so it won't be like a monopoly when it comes to Errol Spence taking all the belts. That's if he could beat Manny Pacquiao anyway. Now the question is, if he lost to Manny Pacquiao, what difference would it make? Because he loses everything, because he holds the WBF and the WBC. Okay, so with that being said, Terrence Crawford should definitely go after the belt of Yordenis Ugas, and I'm going to tell you straight up, it will not be easy. He beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. Not saying that the amateurs has changed people because those guys have grown in their own way, but they're both are elite and very good fighters. Terrence Crawford is sent to be great. I think he's a future Hall of Famer and all that good stuff, but I think sometimes, a fighter has your number. Sugar Shane Mosley to De La Hoya. We had Sugar Shane Mosley could beat De La Hoya. He could never beat De La Hoya. Just like Sugar Shane Mosley could never beat Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest beat him in the amateurs. Sugar Shane beat De La Hoya in the amateurs. Yordenis Ugas beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs, and it's yet to be seen if he could beat him in the pros. So this would be, and it would be an even match style for both fighters. Why? Because then they're fighting for the same amount of things. Because whoever wins out of those two can get 2 belts. So it's 2 and 2. So if Errol Spence can beat Manny Pacquiao, then he can fight Terrence Crawford after Terrence Crawford gets the fight or beats Yordenis Ugas. Okay, so whoever wins, eventually there will be an undisputed. But of course, we all want to see Spence and Crawford get it on, especially they're undefeated, they're both champions, and they're both, very, very good fighters. So, but fair play to the WBA bars. They did their job, they did what they're supposed to do at this moment. And I really look forward to it. I really look forward to Yordenis Ugas. And like I said, I always think Cuban fighters don't really get a fair shake. I don't think, because they don't have the support of their homeland of Cuba. They don't have that, like Puerto Rico has or Mexico has. So it's different for Cubans than it is for any other fighters. Okay? And a lot of times people don't understand when you don't have that and you don't really promote yourself and English is not your first language. It's hard to promote yourself like you really want to be promoted because people don't promote you like that. Because for one, you're not Mexican or you're not Puerto Rican, so they're not going to really, gel with that. They'll know who you are and respect you or whatnot, but you're not going to get that same support system. So I think that Yordenis Ugas should take on the best. If he beat the best in the amateurs, let's see if he's up for the test in the pros. And I'm glad Manny Pacquiao didn't get that super belt. Why? Because he don't need the super belt. Manny Pacquiao don't need any belt for any reason. He's been in 8 divisions. I couldn't tell you how many belts he's had, okay? So it doesn't really matter. That does not define Manny Pacquiao one way or the other. So it wouldn't be a big thing. The only person that it would benefit is Errol Spence, because then he could say, hey, I got 3 belts compared to Terrence Crawford 1 belt. So he can fuck around and get 70-30. Fucking 80-20. But anyway, fair play to the WBA. You guys tell me what you think of Yordenis Ugas keeping the welterweight WBA super title. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.